Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at passport bros when they just can't stop winning. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course.
Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
Why do you think so many men are traveling overseas to find wives in other countries?
Men are traveling overseas to find wives in other countries? Why? I'm right here. I'm single.
No,
Why? I want to be married.
Right, but I'm saying, do you typically see women traveling overseas to
if men
find
are
husbands?
traveling overseas to countries that have less money and less education, it's because they want a woman who is dependent on them for their livelihood, for their resources, to have a good life, and I don't think that that is a good thing.
Well, she pretty much answered the question without even realizing it.
This is just a public service announcement for all of the Japanese women who want to go out on dates with foreign men. Before you go on that date with him, ask him why the women back home won't date him. If you're already on the date, ask yourself, if this behavior was coming from a Japanese man, would I be embarrassed or turned off? The answer is probably yes, and you should probably leave.
She should leave them alone. How bitter do you have to be to get in the middle of two people dating?
How did you even start this whole thought of coming over here and meeting someone?
A bad marriage, trying to do the dating market in America at my age, it's not happening. I started hearing about Southeast Asia, specifically about Philippine women, traditional values and their morals and their good looks. What am I doing sitting here when I can go there and maybe find something I've been looking for my whole life?
Fair play to him. He got on a plane and stopped playing a losing game.
Yeah, she's cooking for you every day because she wants to get that green card. Melissa, my friend, even if we don't cook every day, we can still get green card. And have you not noticed that a lot of your people in the Western world, they go to the Philippines to find us Filipina? Yep, that's right. And you know what I discovered in the Western world, especially Western women? Cooking for their husband is a big deal, and apparently it's hard to do. But for us Filipina, cooking is nothing. Cooking is super easy thing to do. We can cook everything, and heck, we can even cook our husband if they cheat on us. And I know that a lot of girls here in the Western world, they cook their husband microwavable food. If not, McDonald's and French fries.
If feeding your husband and kids feels like oppression, maybe you're just not meant to get married.
I'm not seeing the women in these situations write about what a great time they're having. I'm not seeing any at all. Like not a single peep, not a single comment has been from a woman in this situation saying, well, I love being rescued from my poor village in XYZ city and state, and my man treats me with the dignity and respect that I know for a fact I get from a person who is a feminist. I'm not hearing that. I'm not seeing that.
Nagluto og itlog. Kay akong gilutuan ang akong husband. That's right, I'm cooking for my partner, Pardip. Of course, that's what we do. We Filipina, we cook for our husband. Because who else is gonna cook for them? Our husband, obviously, us, Filipina. Because that is our job as a Filipina, to take care and nurture of our man.
Sometimes I wonder, how does someone get this bitter? She seems pretty happy to me.
And it seems to me that a lot of American women are insecure about how we treat men better than you guys. And it's actually because we are raised to be good wives, and finding a good man is actually a prize for us. And if you're insecure about this, if you're threatened in some kind of way, I suggest you work on yourselves instead of talking about other people who doesn't even care about you guys, who doesn't even know you exist. And y'all kinda seem hard to please and naggy and insecure, and I think that is why men leaves you guys.
They're raised to be feminine and they're raised to be wives. That alone makes a huge difference.
白人男性についてどう思いますか？
かっこいいと思います。
ジェントルマンなイメージです。
エロい。
かっこいい。優しい。
エロい。
礼儀がすごい。
エロい。
エロい。
実際に白人男性と付き合いたいとは思いますか？
めっちゃ憧れでした。外人さんとお付き合いしてみたいなって思ったことは全然あります。
ちっちゃい時からずっと思ってました。
で実際に付き合ったこと
はないです。めっちゃあるし、高校生の時英語を教えてくれる ALT みたいな先生にガチ恋。
It's amazing to see that overseas, Western men are appreciated and not just tolerated.
Those guys cannot afford American women. Those guys who look overseas for women and want a wife cannot afford American women. After about 2 to 5 months, you're going to realize that you're not living a life of luxury. You're actually living with someone who everyone else rejected. You're going to figure that out quick, because I've done consultations with green card wives. They needed an escape plan. They get you here, they get you your little green card, and then they tell you need to go find a job to help them. Okay? They're going to be like, oh, I love you, let's get married, da, da, da. As soon as you're able to work, guess what? You got to go work.
She wants luxury, doesn't want to work, and says women need to be afforded? There's no helping this one. Enjoy your cats.
This Passport Bros video going around where American women are getting kind of upset that...
When are we gonna escape this mentality? She said that these bros are not marrying foreign women because they speak little English or because they have a lack of education, but because they're more nourishing and more caring. You're describing a maid, a free lift and one for the rest of your life at that. And at the end of the video, she's like, oh, this is mutually beneficial, and if it doesn't work out for you, just leave. Leave where? With who? With what money? In a foreign country where you speak little English and have little education? Just do like a little more thinking, girl. Why do they want to marry women that can't speak the predominant language? Because they're easier to control. It's not as easy as you're saying. So stop misinforming people. Stop defending these lowlives who are preying on our sisters.
If you hear caring and nurturing and your mind instantly jumps to maid, you're the reason men are leaving.
Russian women are going to put up with your You think Asian women are going to go 50-50 with you on the bill? You think French women are going to sleep with you just because you showed up? Oh, who's going to tell them? I can have like 5 boyfriends who all serve a different purpose and freely do that. There are no consequences.
Oh, the consequences are coming. Just give it a few more years and she'll be crying for a good man.
Passport Bro is a man who is done with untitled, ungrateful, high mileage women in the West demanding provider status while offering nothing but an attitude and an only link. Done with 50% divorce rates, false accusations, alimony, traps, and child support jails. Done with feminism lies. You're toxic if you want a feminine, loyal, fit, debt-free, low body count. So he grabs his passport, flies to Colombia, Thailand, Philippines, Ukraine, Brazil, anywhere but the US. Places where women still value men. Cook, stay slim, don't weaponize sex, and see marriage as a partnership, not a paycheck. Stats don't lie, my friends. US women initiate 70 to 80% of divorces. 60+% of Western women, 18 to 30, are obese or overweight. The average Western woman, 7+ partners by the age 25, and that's backed by the CDC. 43% of US men under 30 are celibate, rejected, or priced out. Foreign wives, lower divorce rates, higher happiness, traditional values, actual gratitude. Passport Bros aren't running, they are upgrading. So I'm with you guys. Smarter, not weaker. West failed the men, so men left. Can't blame them.
When you look at the stats like that, can you really blame men for leaving?
Passport Bros. They're allegedly getting passports and traveling to different countries to find mates, women to marry, who have values that they admire. Well, I'm a mother of 4 sons, and one of my sons married a woman from Spain. And I'm here to tell you she is the most precious person in the world. She's very well educated. She's very elegant. She's very feminine. She knows how to cooperate with my son and not be demanding and entitled and ungrateful for the things that he does for her. Well, women in America have grown so entitled and so demanding that they think they can do anything they want to do and get away with it, treat a man any way they want to treat him, and even denigrate him when they weigh 300 pounds and he wants someone who looks feminine, who behaves feminine, who takes care of herself. I'm going to encourage my other sons who are not married to get a passport.
Is it really shocking that good mothers want their sons valued and loved, not used and taken for granted?
American women didn't want me, so I came to this deserted island somewhere in Latin America, met this indigenous girl with a low body count who likes to cook, and all these salty women are going to be commenting on this post. And even those American women didn't want me, believe me, the feeling was mutual because we're going to have this indigenous princess. why on earth would I want to deal with combativeness and masculinity? So you guys back home, you're not being appreciated in your home country. It's not new. You are not the problem. Get your passports and meet your nice indigenous girl, like I said, with low body count, who likes to cook.
Interesting how fit feminine women that love to cook are like unicorns in the West, but normal everywhere else in the world.
Bro, it's like so hard nowadays to like find a good woman. You know, I feel like the only way to do that is to go to a third world country, man. It's like they know what's up. They like know the values. And I just like really want to take advantage of a young woman from a third world country and like dangle a pathway out of intense poverty like in front of her face so that like I could take her back home with me and like take her to a place where she has no family and friends, and so that way if she wants to leave me, like she can, bro.
It's funny how modern women will make videos like these and still be shocked men are grabbing their passports.
So I saw a video about this passport bro guy on Instagram, right? Showing like a little vlog of him taking his girlfriend out on a date. He started off the video by taking out like $80. He was showing how he's spoiling his girlfriend, right? Like he got her like a lash service and like nails. And then he said, oh, I'm gonna test her after I did all this for her, to taking her on a date to 7-Eleven. She's like, oh, I love it, you do so much already for me. And inside the 7-Eleven was like actually like a restaurant, like a club inside, and it was like a cute little club. My thing is, I commented this on my video, I'm like, and also he spent $80 on a date, like $80. Like, you guys go to other countries to be able to afford the women that you want to date instead of working hard to afford the women you want to date in the United States, right? So just admit that you're broke and you guys can't afford to date the types of women you want to date here, because I'm sure there's a lot of women would date you that would probably split bills with you, but that they're not as attractive as you might want them to be. But it's because you're not able to afford really attractive women.
Afford attractive women? It's not even about looks. Men are just trying to judge materialistic women like this.
Let's talk about passport bros. Here's the first thing you need to know about these walnuts. Have you noticed that the ones who are chanting passport bros are the same ones that are also chanting about how they don't want to pay for dates? They basically want you to believe that they can't afford dinner, but they can afford a passport and a flight out of the country. Second of all, they're in for a rude awakening, and I'm kind of here for it. We all know that the bar is in literal hell in the United States, and they're going to find that when they leave the United States, that women's standards are actually higher. So the only women they'll be getting are the ones that they're paying for, or women from impoverished areas that are desperate. And if you're thinking, damn, that sounds predatory, you would be right.
It sounds like she's not worried about exploitation, she's just worried about competition.
So passport bros wasn't born out of hate. Men just are tired of being disrespected and unappreciated, so they went where they could find their peace. So women are quick to say that men don't like strong women, but that's not true. Men can absolutely handle strength, but they just will not tolerate an attitude and drama. There's a big difference. So men just didn't start looking overseas for women. They are tired of being talked down to arguing and competing with women. They simply want cooperation, appreciation, respect, and peace. Like Kevin Samuel said, they want women that are fit, fine, and feminine, not combative.
Fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive. If American women won't offer this, men will happily skip time zones for it.
The Philippines right now, and women in America keep saying how sad it is. Oh, you had to go overseas to meet a woman, and that's sad, and whatever. That's really an insult to yourself, because you're saying our options were so back home that we had to fly 10,000 miles away from America just to find a good woman. Think about it.
Have you ever heard anyone say they flew 10,000 miles to America to try and find a wife?
Traveling all across the world just to find women who are more humble, more feminine, and willing to treat their men better than women in the US. Traveling to places like Italy, Thailand, Brazil, just to find women who will treat them right. The passport bros ideology is that they're escaping the hatred of feminist women and are traveling somewhere they can thrive. They believe the ideology that by seeking foreign women, they can find a more authentic, fulfilling, and harmonious relationship.
Women in the West don't do authentic, fulfilling, or harmonious, and that's why men leave.
They're going to other countries to find women because they say American women are too modernized and too feminist, and we just We just want to be alone and single. We don't want to be a traditional wife. Bye. Go ahead. And when they get here and they see that you treat them like and expect all this but you have no emotional exchange, or you expect them to be submissive, and they realize that they don't necessarily have to be that way, that your emotional intelligence is 0, they're probably gonna leave.
I'm sorry, but men with actual emotional intelligence can see this for what it is: jealousy, desperation, and a bargain bin scare tactic.
I'm in Mexico right now, and now I'm a believer about the woman here. American woman and Mexican woman are not the same. They're completely different. Bro, it's almost like they're different tribes. Most girls you see in LA are like, oh, I'm a queen boss bee, and they're not even that cute. Here, I swear, I'm not joking. Girls are like 8, 9s, and 10s, and you guys know I don't like to use numbers, but you know what I mean. And they are super proud. They're super, and with proud, I mean just like they carry themselves. They're super warm-hearted. They open. They're not as bougie. They're not arrogant. And the biggest thing, they don't care about having intimacy with so many people to chase validation. They still believe in love. I didn't completely believe it when people said, oh, they're so different. They are so different. They are way easier to be around. Try it out for yourself. The Western social media culture brainwashed these young girls into, yeah, girl, you a boss bee, and they need to learn how to handle you. What do you mean handling you? This is supposed to be a relationship. This is not a battlefield.
There you have it. Women outside of the West simply just care about men.
You went as a passport bro to a foreign country hoping to find a woman that's younger, submissive, that you can control, that you can do anything. Some woman that is not Americanized, as you say, because we all know that passport bros like yourself couldn't cut it here because women your age in America already can see all of the red flags that you have and all the other passport bros have as traits.
If ladies were really that good at seeing red flags, we wouldn't have an epidemic of single mothers, now would we?
He's got either 2 or 3 kids, and I'm pretty sure he is a doctor, retired at this point. He divorced from his wife when the kids were like in college. And I don't know exactly what got him to Thailand, but he ended up marrying a woman younger than his kids. So his kids are in his late 20s. The woman was in her mid 20s, and she has a small child. And I saw footage of the wedding, and they hired this big time videographer to make this very big romantic to-do about it. And what was most notable about the video was his daughter in the video literally looking like she's ready to vomit. She was completely sick about it. And you have to realize, or he has to realize, and probably doesn't care, that he has completely blown up his entire life to now have this new life with this woman in Thailand because he's decided to start living there. And it fascinates me that, you know, what is it that gets men to the point where they say, whatever it is that I have going on here in the United States or in the UK or whatever it is, whatever life I have here, it's so uncomfortable that it's worth the discomfort of completely losing this. So
My best guess for his decision? The kids were grown up and the wife was insufferable.
I just found out about this passport bros thing. When I tell you I travel and I've been told y'all there's so many pick-me's that are easily out there and available overseas. It be the brokest Pookies and Ray Rays going to different countries, making these girls think that they all rich and stuff. And then the girl get back from wherever, Asia, Brazil, Colombia, come back home to him and he broke. It'd be a problem. A lot of men out here are looking for traditional women overseas because they're not a traditional man in their own country. A lot of females that they be alleging coming from Brazil and Colombia with these botched bodies come to America just to find out he ain't rich. it be looking sad.
Why is it always money and never love, morals, or peace with women like these?
When you pay attention to the passport bros, like they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia, the Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education, women that need them, women that need them.
Women are raised to be wives. They learn everything from birth, from their father, from their mother, how to be a wife and how to support your man.
Women that need them.
It's not even women that need them. It's women that treat them with respect.
So we don't.
Y'all know y'all don't.
Stop yourself.
That's not true.
She couldn't even finish the sentence.
I've gone on quite a few dates this year with women from America and women not from America. And American women, you're my countrymen, so I'm going to help you out on this. But the non-American women are doing this every single time without fail, and you're not. Like, I don't, maybe once out of like 6 or 7 dates with American women have they thanked me. Like, I always pay for everything on dates, like I get drinks, you know, do whatever. And I pretty much never get thanked by American women. It's like they expect it or something, or maybe you are really appreciative, but you're not saying it. And oh my gosh, the non-American women thank me every single time, are super sweet about it, feels genuine. So, ladies, guys really want to be appreciated, okay? That is a really easy way to make him like you a lot more. So, say thank you.
A simple thank you goes a long way, but apparently that's too much effort for a lot of American women.
Videos for all the ladies outside of the United States. We would just like to formally apologize to all these passport bros that are coming over into your country and trying to control you, basically. You see, they won't go to therapy or try to fix themselves, and they have this kind of mentality that a woman is something that they should own and control. So they're trying their over in your country. Also, you don't have to date them because new technology is coming that'll give you so many more ways to make money. For example, I make money telling women the truth about men and how they manipulate and use and gaslight women here on TikTok. And pretty soon TikTok will come to your country too. So it's an amazing time to be alive. You can also ignore these guys when they come and try to hit on you. You can tell them to F off, because we don't need them for money or resources anymore. So sorry you have to deal with that, but it's a lot of fun. Just tell them to kick rocks and go away.
I'm afraid it's women like these that are the reason passport bros exist in the first place.
So when these men have to go to Asia to find a partner, it means that they were not only rejected by the white women in their own communities, but they also couldn't find an Asian woman in the US either, even with all the white privilege in the world. With the currency, they're expanding the power differential by going to all these formerly and honestly currently colonized countries to find someone who can't say no because his life is too much of a good value proposition. Like, the whole situation is kind of, relationships can't exist on anything except money and fetishization.
It's wild how she's crying about money and fetishization when we're swimming in OF content creators that treat men like walking ATMs. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you should watch another one. Till next time.